What's going on, folks? Welcome to our last and final episode today, and we are covering the AFC East. So, we've got the Bills, the Jets, the Patriots, and the Dolphins for you today. And with me, I've got none other than Chad, or C.
What's going on, everybody? Good to be here.
I'm assuming it's C now, based on what I'm seeing down here.
Call me whatever you want.
All right. All right, C. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So, first team on the list is, of course, the New York Jets. Oh my gosh, that picture! I thought it was gonna come up,
Jets.
but that picture didn't come out as I planned. But it's okay. It's fine. So, yeah. Ugh, excuse me. So yeah, last year, as far as the AFC East standings go, the Jets finished in dead last, 4-13. They made some additions as well. So they added DJ Reed, Jordan Whitehead, Vinny Curry, and then they drafted Garrett Wilson and Jermaine Johnson. They lost Shaq Lawson though. So go ahead and give me your 2 cents or your taste of the Jets.
Well, we all think, in my opinion, the Jets won the draft, and that is definitely a good thing. As the additions you said, they already have Whitehead, they already got Reed, and to add Sauce Gardner to that mix is great. And they also drafted some corners last year in Michael Carter and Bryce Hall, and they've done great. Also, Brandon Echols, I believe. I don't know if he was a rookie last year or not.
Yeah, that's right. They did get Sauce Gardner too. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so there's a lot of corners for the Jets. That's one thing that stands out. And then now we have two veteran safeties in LaMarcus Joyner and Jordan Whitehead backing up that defense. So defense have definitely improved. It's up to Zach Wilson to take the next step.
I actually thought about what happened to Marcus May. So I thought he was on that defense too.
He's actually on the Saints now, I believe. Pretty sure. Something like that.
Okay, so he died and went to football heaven. Okay.
Yep.
He's got a better chance of getting to the playoffs now.
Yeah, he's on the Saints. Yep.
Okay. But honestly, look, I like what they did. I like the pieces that they added. You had CJ Mosley a few days ago or a few weeks ago came out and said, I feel like this team can make the playoffs. Hey, it's all, like I said, it's all on Zach Wilson, or like you said.
It's definitely a hot take to say they can make the playoffs, but everyone loves a hot take. So, as we said, Zach Wilson has to take the next step. He has shown promise in the rookie year. We need more accuracy, decision-making, time of release, all that stuff. He's getting it down. I just think the offensive line is starting to mold together. They got addition Laken Tomlinson. He's pretty good. Mekhi Becton, he's getting better. Elijah Vera Tucker. All those pieces, if they all start molding together, who knows what the Jets can do this year, especially if Garrett Wilson now at the helm as well.
True. That's true. And then, their key games this year include and as far as CJ Mosley saying they're going to be a playoff team, this is a game that is going to determine a lot of it. Week 1 against the Ravens. And then you have to play the Bengals at home, thankfully. Yeah, you get both the Ravens and the Bengals at home. They travel to Denver, play Russell Wilson and the Broncos. You got Josh Allen and the Bills. You have to go into their house and you get them at home. That's not easy. And then you get Jacksonville at home too, which is a battle of Trevor Lawrence against Zach Wilson. So, it's a pretty intriguing, some key games and stuff in there.
Absolutely. This division also isn't like the AFC West or the NFC West, but it's a low-key division. And playing these teams like the Patriots, the Bills, the Jets, the Dolphins, they're going to share some games. They're going to split some games for sure. So that's what it's going to be hard to do when it comes to making the playoffs for these teams in a division. They have to capitalize on those games.
Most definitely. They do. Actually, this is the first question I actually have. I guess is this one right here. Is there enough on offense for them to really take the next step?
Well, I think so. It's all going to go down to the play of Zach Wilson, but they added Breece Hall, which was basically the undisputed number 1 running back alongside Michael Carter, who's already good. And they have Tevin Coleman and they have Mike White and Joe Flacco just in case anything goes wrong. Good mentorship and backup for Zach Wilson. But it's the receivers that are really the problem here. Or not a problem in a good way. Problem for defenses.
Because there's Braxton Berrios.
Berrios, all those guys, even the backups are good. Denzel Mims, He took the first round pick a long time ago. Maybe he could start finding his way. But I like the look on this offense. They just have to execute. And we know the Jets story. They sometimes look nice, but sometimes they don't execute.
Is it like, oh my gosh. And I'm sure big man Quinnen Williams in the middle of that defense is ready to get to a playoff. So
absolutely. And there's not many years where I'm optimistic about the Jets, but this year is one of them.
Honestly, low key, based on what you've said, you've swayed me. I'm a low key root for the Jets this year.
Yes, sir.
Root for them. So I mean, we'll see. If they go downhill, then they go downhill. But
yeah, it might snowball at that point.
You can't go any lower than 4-13 either.
That's true. My record prediction for them is around the ballpark of 8-9 and 7-10. I'm gonna go. I'll be optimistic. I'll say 8-9.
Okay.
Let's see what happens, guys.
I can get with it. And that's going to take us now to the next team on the list. That's going to take us now to the Buffalo Bills, the team that won the division last year with a record of 11-6. They added some pretty key pieces here. They drafted Kyer Elam and James Cook. Von Miller comes in now. I think he might be that missing piece that they needed. And they also bring in Jamison Crowder, but they also lost A.J. Klein. So I like the Von Miller pickup. Von Miller has been basically like the hired gun in the NFL here recently.
That's for sure. That's a great way to put it. Obviously, we love the defense. It's a great defense. And there's a little bit of a question mark at their cornerback number 2, Kyer Elam, a rookie. He was great. Let's see how he does in year 1 in the NFL starting. See if he can replace Levi Wallace and what he did there. He was a pretty good corner number 2. But we like Von Miller signing. One thing I do want to add is the Bills also went out and signed Tavon Austin. Like, they did want him. And it's kind of funny to me because they already have Isaiah McKenzie, who's 5'8", and Tavon Austin's not tall himself. He's also 5'8". So let's see what they have in plan there. Maybe some packages where he can run some special plays.
I think, it's an offense where, Josh Allen can go fast. They've had small, speedy guys like Singletary and everything and all that.
Also Jamison Crowder.
Yeah, and then Jamison Crowder. So I mean, Tavon Austin, I think he would thrive in an offense like this and stuff. And he's used to playing in the cold and stuff. So I think it works to his advantage. This is mine. Will Josh Allen win the MVP this year?
He definitely has the tools to do it, and he has the ability to do it. I think that is a top 5 safest bet. I'm not going to say yes or no, but that's in the ballpark.
So I'm going to go to the Hard Rock and I'm going to place my bet. All because Chad said so.
Also, O.J. Howard is now on the Bills. Let's see if that pans out.
Yes.
Former jersey holder here for O.J. Howard.
Hey, honestly, that could be a key tight end that can grow into something. Honestly, I feel like he never really found his. I don't want to say never really found his way in Tampa, but
he had a couple of good seasons.
Yeah, he had a couple of good seasons. He never, I guess I should say, he never had a takeover season like where people can really take it over. And I think him going to Buffalo and getting in an offense like this with Josh Allen, they can go back and look at his film still from Alabama, because yes, people still do that, and they can look at his film from when he was with the Bucs and realize, okay, he's got the athleticism that he can do some damage.
Absolutely. And Dawson Knox, who knows? Anything can happen to him. He's got injured last year. Not saying anything's going to happen, but great backup to have in O.J. Howard.
Yes, absolutely. But we all know the story, too, of the Bills. They've been to 4 straight Super Bowls, and they've – not 4 straight. Was it 4? Yeah, it was 4 straight. Oh, geez. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 4 straight. They've lost every time. Surely the 5th time's the charm, right? Because if not now, when?
This is the time. I don't think as time goes on, it's going to get better. This is it now. You got to capitalize on Von Miller, Tre'Davious White, all these primes, Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen. Come on, Bills. This could be your year.
Yeah, no, literally, you have every key piece. You have a defense that is scary, that would rival some of the ones in the AFC West. You have an offense that is one of the league's best. You have to take advantage of this. You have to.
Also, Stephon Diggs is a sleeper #1 fantasy receiver. I know everyone likes to talk about Chase, Jefferson, and Cup. Stephon Diggs, he has Josh Allen. He's the guy there. Sleeper pick.
Look, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Because he's surely on my draft board come fantasy time.
Absolutely. I like this team.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Same. And that
Also,
now,
James Cook. We had to say that too. We're good. Now we're good.
And that now takes us to the New England Patriots. So, think about the Patriots last year. Oh my goodness, I had it right here in front of me. Think about the Patriots last year. They went 10-7. They came up basically one game short of winning this division. Mac Jones had a lot of growth in his rookie year. They brought back Malcolm Butler. They bring in Ty Montgomery, Devontae Parker, who comes in from Miami. Key losses, I was very surprised by this because he was really, to me, one of the better corners in the league. J.C. Jackson. Chase Winovich was let go for Mac Wilson in a trade. And then Kyle Van Noy, I was surprised by that too.
Yeah, he's been there and back a few times.
Yeah, I'm just like, well, the Kyle Van Noy one, now that I think about it, that's not really a surprise. But J.C. Jackson, like one of the top corners in the league, you let him go to the Chargers?
That's facts. Also, I think it was a questionable, not questionable to them, but questionable to us, as Cole Strange was drafted in the first round for their left guard. I guess that's what Belichick sees in him, that he thinks he's going to be good, but it was questionable to the fans that he was drafted so early.
Oh, yeah, they also lost Shaq. What's his name?
Shaq Mason.
Yeah, they also lost Shaq Mason as well.
But Michael Wenyu, he's a good replacement for him. But this is a pretty good team. Like I said, I was surprised they finished so good last year the way they did. Mac Wilson progressed as the year went on, but I want to see them kind of expand the playbook for him more this year, see him throw the deep ball more because we know he has the accuracy. We've seen it before. But Devontae Parker, pretty good signing. Tyquan Thornton, they must see a lot in him too. We know that guy's really speedster. So we'll see what they can do with that.
We are a very pet-friendly network here. It's okay. We are very pet friendly here, in case y'all haven't noticed, because we have dogs everywhere.
Yeah, we got people outside. Oh well, just keep on with the show.
Yeah, that's okay. We love dogs, and dogs love us. So the first thing is this was the Patriots division for so long under Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. And now it's Mac Wilson and Bill Belichick. How do they reclaim their division? So they say.
All right, we'll start with you when my dog calms down.
Oh, wait, I guess I'll wait for him.
Yeah, we'll start with you.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, I think, how do you reclaim the division? Well, first things first, I would have brought back J.C. Jackson ultimately, but I guess that's out of the window too. But to be honest, I say this, you have to find a way to conquer what has been built in such a short amount of time in Buffalo. I think honestly they can get back to that Patriot way of hard-nosed defense and consistency on offense and a stout running game, which they do have with Damian Harris. They can keep the Dolphins in check. They can keep the Jets in check. It won't be easy as it's been in years past because both these teams have come up, and the Bills, of course, are a force. But I think this is going to be part of Bill Belichick's ability to adapt his game to stopping these teams. Salah's going to have a good defense ready for him when they roll into MetLife to play the Jets, and when they come to Foxborough and they have to play the Jets. The Dolphins, Tua, his growth. That's going to be another key piece that you're going to have to look out for. How does Bill Belichick adapt, and how does he play him? Because this year it's going to look different than it's looked in years past with Tyreek Hill and stuff. And then, of course, the Bills. That's your nemesis right now. That's the team that you've got to gun for and you've got to be able to replace. So it comes down to that. If they can conquer all of that, then I think they can reclaim their division, so to say. But I don't know if the dogs calmed down yet, Shaq. And
Yeah, we're good. I mean, you said it best, but I think it all comes down to this division, like these division games, because we know they're going to be close ones. We've seen the game last year; it was like a very low scoring game against the Patriots and the Bills, but that might have been because of weather. But still, we saw that the Patriots split the division. If they won both of those games, they would have won that division. So that's their key. They have to beat the Bills. Obviously, the Bills are a better team, but the Patriots can win. They have basically they have a better coach, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then we found out how powerful the Bills were too in that playoff game when the Bills just absolutely blasted the Patriots.
Yeah, it's crazy how yeah, I guess the Bills did get the better of them, but we've seen the Patriots beat the Bills before. They just have to stick to that plan of run heavy, which is something they might miss with Shaq Mason.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And now there's this. How you feeling about the hype for Mac in 2022? Teams got film. Teams going to watch film. They're going to learn how to stop him. How does he adapt his game?
Yeah, it's going to be different for Mac. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more people in his face and stuff, and trying to get to him, pressure him and stuff. But he's not really a mobile guy, so we're not going to be seeing him run around. But we want to see him at least be able to be agile in the pocket. That's key for him because the offensive line might be a little bit worse. Now there's a rookie at the middle of it, but we'll see how that goes. It really just comes down to his quick decision making, which he's been great at so far, and just got to keep going. And as time, he'll keep learning, and things can hopefully go better from there.
Most definitely. And I don't know if you wanted to give your record prediction for these guys too, the Patriots.
Well, yeah, I said that 8-9 for the Jets, and then I said Super Bowl or bust really for the Bills, and then for the Patriots, I'm gonna go 9-8. Or 9-8.
That's right there on their tail. Okay.
Yeah, Patriots might be a little bit of a down year, but that's just me. Honestly, they always doubt me. Bill Belichick always amazes me.
Look, they make a killing off of being doubted and stuff. So I mean, I want to say I'm with you, but then it's like, dang, like
they don't have like a lot of superstars, that's for sure.
They don't. They really don't. But they've made a killing off of not really having superstars, but more so developing their superstars. So I mean, they have them, but I think it's the ability to develop them, I guess.
Absolutely.
So yeah. But that takes us to the Miami Dolphins now.
Intriguing.
Yes, this one is the most intriguing one. They added Tyreek Hill. They added Melvin Ingram III. They added Sony Michel, which I actually like that addition. That's your running back one right there.
They have 4 running backs ready to go. Or not. Yeah, basically.
They got to get all the help they can behind Tua that they can get. They lost Devontae Parker, but I mean honestly, that's a heck of a pickup. There's a consolation prize in Tyreek Hill.
Also, Eric Izukanama. That's a good pickup from the draft. He can be the good wide receiver for them at Texas Tech.
Yeah,
bring some height to the offense.
He's a sleeper wide receiver that nobody's really talking about.
In fantasy as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If anyone goes down, God forbid.
I agree. No, I'm with you there. I'm definitely with you. As far as their key games, they get the Patriots at home to start the season, which honestly I believe that's a 1:00 game, so it's going to be a scorcher. They get the Bengals in Cincinnati. They get the Steelers at home. They get the Chargers on the road, and they have to go to the Bills, and then they also get the Bills at home as well, of course. But yeah, so I guess you could say the first question is is this the year that Tua puts it all together?
You gotta hope so. If you're in Miami, he has the weapons, and I do like the addition of Teron Armstead. He is now the longtime Saint, is now a Dolphin, and that's a great not blind side because Tua's lefty. I'm sorry, but that's a good left tackle to have. Yeah. Liam Eichenberg, who was drafted last year, and Robert Hunt a couple years ago, keep showing good signs. Hopefully, they keep playing well, and that's key for Tua because we've seen him under pressure and sometimes he cracks. He hasn't been as mobile as we've used to see, and that's affected him. But I think this is a year that he can definitely improve. I'm not sure this is a breakout year, but it's definitely a year where we build some progress. And who knows? Maybe he will break out. Maybe the sky's the limit for him, really.
Now you're an Alabama fan, correct?
Yes, sir.
How much of that hip injury do you think is the reason why Tua is not as mobile as he used to be?
That is at least 85% of why. I saw that injury. A lot of people saw that injury. It was definitely a bad injury. And then the doctors that I've seen the tweets and stuff talking about it on Twitter say that takes a long time to heal from. And that definitely affects your game as a quarterback. Getting hit, throwing, the motion, all that stuff. So it's been hard for him. But to see him do what he's been doing anyway in the NFL is great to see. I'm so proud of him.
Absolutely.
But we want to see him do a little bit better and keep progressing. And that would be an awesome story.
I'm really hoping he can take that next step and be what the Dolphins want him to be. Chase Edmonds, I believe it was, or not Chase Edmonds. I think it was Chase Edmonds. Yeah, because they added Chase Edmonds too.
Yep.
Came to his defense and basically said, I think Tua has been in a lot of different situations where he didn't have a chance to really grow and succeed because of so much turnover. And that's understandable because hopefully this recent turnover was the last turnover here for a while. So hopefully now he's got time to really grow as an individual in the field.
And sometimes it takes time with quarterbacks. We've seen it with Mahomes. We've seen it with Allen. It takes time. And this is year 3 or 4 for Tua, so it's time to get going.
Yes. And this guy will be a huge reason or was brought in to help him get going. So, will Tyreek have a 1,000-yard season? He's got Waddle too.
Yes, absolutely. This reminds me of an Alabama offense seeing Waddle and Tyreek Hill. It's like the speedsters in college again. All he has to do is get those short slants, believe it or not, and those guys will break free, run after the catch. Is definitely going to be a big theme in this offense, and I think Tyreek will definitely surpass 1K yards and Waddle, maybe even Gesicki, if they get lucky.
Honestly, you got me thinking about that because that does remind me of when Alabama had Ruggs and Waddle and Devontae Smith all together.
Oh, yeah.
That's what this does kind of remind me of. So it could be, a situation where Tyreek gets 1,000 and then Waddle gets 1,000, or Tyreek's drawing coverage away from Waddle. Because now it's like, who do you cover? Who do you put your number one guy on?
And they can still win their one-on-ones. That's what's scary about it.
Exactly. That matchup with them and the Jets.
Yeah.
The Jets secondary, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I've been thinking about them. They're kind of like in the same boat. Like they weren't that good last year, but they're both have a lot of potential this year. So it makes me feel like the Miami Dolphins and the Jets are going to have a similar record. But I also like the signing of Teddy Bridgewater. That's going to help him too.
Yes, it's someone that he can turn to learn from.
And Teddy's done this before. It's not like he's going to be upset about where he's at, the backup. And obviously he has his chances if anything happens, injury-wise or play-wise.
Exactly. So part of your final take of this year, will they finally reach the playoffs?
Well, how many teams make the playoffs? Is it 7, 6?
Yeah, you get 7 teams now because the playoff field is expanded. The number 1 seed gets the opening round bye. Yeah, the number 1 seed gets the first round bye. That's it. You got to think about the AFC West.
Well, I think the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Colts, the Chargers, maybe the Broncos, the Titans, the Bengals. I don't know, man. I don't know if the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs. It's going to be tough, but they have to. If they doubt everyone else and do better than Jets and do better than the Patriots, they can make the playoffs as maybe a wild card too.
They got to steal some games, honestly.
Yeah, it has to be like a wild card too kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But they've done before. They've been the wild card before, I think, recently.
Oh yeah, they have, and it's one of those instances where you see games like the ones where they have the Steelers at home. You got to find a way to steal that. You got to find a way to steal it. There's no
excuse me.
Bless you. There's no Big Ben anymore, and then you have
they need that. You're right.
Pickett's a rookie. Trubisky's there as the backup. You got to find a way to steal that. I know they have a decent defense, or they don't have a decent defense. They have a good defense, but you got to find a way to steal that. And then you have the Chargers there with a very excellent secondary. You got to find a way to see that on the road too. Wait, say that again. My bad.
Basically an excellent team, other than their D-line. Oh, wait, never mind. They got Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. So, yeah, they're basically they're ready now. That's for a different video. That's for the past video, though.
Yeah, that is. But, yeah, folks, we've made it to the end of this video. So, for me, I'm going to go ahead and give my take of this division. I still think that this is Buffalo's division to win, so I got Buffalo taking it. They're going to be the first place team.
After that, it's interesting, though. What do you think?
I think Buffalo's going to run away with it. I think the Patriots are – I want to say they're going to be – I'm like you. I'm thinking 9-8. I think the Patriots are going to be 9-8. After that, it gets very interesting for third and fourth. I think it's going to be very close. I think between third and fourth, it's going to be a battle between the Dolphins and the Jets, where it's going to be, both teams are going to probably win 8 games, but I think the head-to-head will determine it as far as the points and stuff.
Yep.
So I want to say there's a scenario. I'm going to play the role of Doctor Strange here. There's a scenario I feel like that can play out in my mind where the Jets could slip up because of the lack of experience and maturity, and they could end up finishing last. And I feel like a situation could arise where a first-year head coach with a young Tua still in year 3 could cause them to finish in last too. So I want to say it's a toss-up for last place between those two.
Yeah, man, I feel the same with you at the Bills. This is their division, but I do have a sleeper pick for number 2. I just don't know who it's going to be. I think it's going to be the Dolphins or Jets. I think the Patriots might get 3rd this year. Hey, what if they even get 4th for the first time ever?
Oh my gosh, the sky would start falling.
That would be news. That would be news for sure.
The sky would start falling.
I'm going to go with the right now. I'm going to go with I'll just say I'll say the Dolphins finish 2nd. I'll go bold.
Oh, okay. So since we made it to the end of this preseason breakdown series, because this is the last video, of course, give me a Super Bowl pick for Arizona next year.
I kind of want to say what I said like last year as soon as the Super Bowl ended, but I did say the Packers then. I'm not going to say that anymore.
I think we all know we're not going to say the Packers.
Should I say the Buccaneers? Should I say the Rams? Should I say the Bills? I'm going to go – I'm going to go Bucks versus Chargers. Chargers have a Bengals-type run in the playoffs.
Okay.
I love it.
I could actually get with that. And then, honestly, we all know the Chargers luck in the Super Bowl. So I feel like the Chargers might go the way of the Bengals the year.
I didn't want to pick Bills. That's the easy pick. I'm not picking Bills. Not picking Bengals either. Not again. Not 2 years in a row.
I can understand that. People are going to probably figure out the Bengals. Bengals are going to still be good, but I think people are going to figure them out for sure.
Chargers will be battle tested in their division. They'll be ready.
Yes, absolutely. And then we all know the Bucs' history against AFC West teams in the Super Bowl.
Oh gosh.
1-0,
right? Or no, 2-0.
No.
2-1.
2-0.
Oh, 2-0.
Yeah, the first one I think was probably before your time.
No, I was around.
All right, my bad.
I was there.
I'm sorry. Everybody's so much younger than me on this group. Just so it's so incredible to me.
Future's now, old man.
You're the 3rd person to call me an old man.
I was just kidding.
Well, folks, we appreciate y'all listening to this. We've enjoyed bringing it to you. I'm going to thank C for joining me this afternoon.
Great to be here, guys.
Absolutely. And we appreciate it. We hope you guys like, share, and subscribe to all the good stuff down below right there. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed. We'll see you on the next episode.
Yes, sir, guys. Have a good one. Let's play some football.